Hey guys, how's it going? It's exciting to be able to hop on here tonight. And not only that, but hey, I just want to tell y'all, man, I truly enjoyed today, man. Me and my mom and my family, we all doing great. I'm pretty sure and praying, hoping everybody else is doing well and great as well, which is a blessing. And that's all I ever want for everybody, man. But I'm pretty sure everybody else is doing great too. But tonight's topic is basically, like I said, we spoke about yesterday, preview about what tonight's live is going to be. So, let's get the title in. All right. So, tonight's live is we all have two books, one on earth and another one for heaven. Now, for those who all know this, you know that is basically a true scenario. And what it is that we have to do every day is realize that each book that we have involves two lives. Of course, one on earth and the one that's going to be written in heaven. So, our main mission is to return back home to be with God. And the only way we can do that is by making the best of our lives on earth. Because once again, that's the start of something new. And when we live our lives when we live our lives here on earth, our mission is to make the best of our lives on earth as possible. And that's something that we must continue to do. Now, the pros and the cons to our books on earth is it's not only up to God to lead. Hey, babe, thanks for joining me there. Love you. Pray, hope that everything was great today, brunch and all. And not only that, but just look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow and spending time with you and Jalen and spending time with you and Jalen. But basically, like I said, on Earth we have two options. Our mission on Earth is to not only just make the best of our lives on here and on Earth, but allowing our book to be filled with a lot of things. Now, truth be told, it's up to us how we determine whether it's good or bad. And a lot of times, of course, as we all know, sin is the utmost devastating thing that makes life even harder, because once again, we're all humans, but spiritually we're connected to the Father. So the one thing we must understand and realize, like I said, basically the title, we all have two books. So as we all know, on earth, once that book has been written and those chapters have completely been written, once it's time for you to go home, boom, your book on earth is pretty much basically your legacy. What you did, what all you made out of life, whether good or bad, but you want to do more good. But sometimes it's up to us to determine how it's going to be good or bad, besides not only just letting God lead our life, but He allows us to make mistakes. But our main objective on earth is to be able to understand and learn from those mistakes by not repeating them. So, when you make a mistake, it's within you to understand, okay, you cannot keep repeating that same mistake over and over again. All right, hey, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me, Chris Bronk, man. I pray, hope your day and your everything went well for you as well today, man. And I hope your week and everybody else who's joining. Pray, hope y'all week is being blessed and filled with nothing but love, joy, happiness, and positive things. But like I said, on earth, it's up to us. But you have to understand, when you make those mistakes, it's within your mission to repeat them. Because see, if you repeat them, you haven't really learned the lesson. And sometimes I can tell you guys, it is sometimes it can be a little difficult to steer away from certain situations in your life and trying to stay on that right path. Because once again, you got to think, what's up, bro? God bless you too, man. Appreciate that. It's within you to understand, yes, our life is not perfect. Our life is to be able to make the best out of it. Now, once again, through the good and the bad, through it all, our mission is to make the best out of our lives, but also being able to make the best of our blessings, our opportunities, and the things that God is giving us to do. Now, one thing's for certain is we were never specifically told what we were gifted at. All we could say is that God gifted us with something, and his main objective was for us to find out what that gift was, what those gifts are, what they mean, what they're going to do for us. Not only just for us, but by us being able to not only make the best of our lives, but being able to change others. And that's where a lot of times where money, as they often say, once again, it truly is the root of all evil. Because you feel like when you have money, you feel like you have it all. You can do all you want with it and all this and that. And hey, thank you for joining, my brother. I appreciate you there. And appreciate you for joining my first live, man. I was getting ready to post it, man, but I got caught up and it missed stuff on me. Sorry. But besides that, it's within our mission to understand that you can have all that money, but it ain't going to bring you joy. You know what money does for you? Especially if you've never really had money. All that money is going to do for you is it can go two ways. You can use it wisely, invest it, do good with it. Or you can use all that money up and literally go bankrupt. And I guarantee you don't want your life and your legacy to be known for you being bankrupt, leaving things behind for people to take care of. That's something that you don't want. So it's within your mission and within your journey to not only make the best out of your life, but also what you've been gifted with. Now think about it. You want to do as much as possible, and as much as possible on earth before you go home. And that book and the new chapters of your book in heaven are to be written. Because like I said, we all have two books, one on earth once again and one in heaven. So once again, once our book is completely finished on earth, we go home, we get judged, and it determines on whether it's to be with the Heavenly Father, or the mistakes that we made or whatever that determine whether we once again spend time with him or be with the old boy down beneath earth. And I guarantee you, nobody wants to be down there. But I can tell you one thing, and this is once again me being honest. You don't want your life to be known as nothing. You don't want your stories to be about, oh, you did this, you did that, and then people want to continue to blast, basically put you on blast or pretty much try to point the finger at you like as if, oh, you're the criminal or you're not a good person. That's something, that's ridiculous. But it's within your mission as well on earth is to remove people from your life that causes certain mistakes to be repeated. And I say this is because if you can't come together on something, or if every time you two, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your boyfriend, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's co-workers, business partners, whatever the concept may be, if there's nobody in your life besides God himself that is trying to put you on the right path, then once again, maybe it's best for you to remove yourself from those type of people, in that type of environment. Because see, negative feeling, vibes, and all of that will continue to try to find its way. And think about it, we all have negative feelings and things like that, depression, frustration, and we go to bad substitutes to help try to control those negative feelings and things like that, but not realizing that that's all that's going to do is add to it. So it's within our life and within our journey to say to ourselves, how do I want my life to be remembered? I remember I came across a motivational video on YouTube with Kevin Hart, and how he defined how he didn't want his life to be, whereas I really can't describe it. I actually kind of forgot. It's kind of hard, it's kind of difficult to put it in perspective.